Can hip hop and streamers make wrestling cool again? WWE has been in a resurgence period ever since Triple H took over for former chairman Vince McMahon. The success of stars like Roman Reigns and the return of Cody Rhodes definitely have helped a lot. And WWE is doubling down on that momentum. They've been going after certain demographics like festival crowds, kids, African Americans. The Rock recently returned to a SmackDown in New Orleans, and he switched up his iconic entrance that we all know. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, he actually flipped it and paid homage to the Hot Boys. The Block is Hot start playing during The Rock's entrance. Rock said, "I've been a fan of Lil Wayne. I've always been a big fan of Louisiana hip hop, from Master P, Juvenile, Birdman, 504, all of these guys. They're my guys. I came up in Miami and South Florida, and these are my influences." Rock even discussed the Super Bowl, giving Kendrick the nod over Wayne. He's like, I like Kendrick, but he felt like Wayne deserved his moment. That's his city. It was his way of showing love to New Orleans and Lil Wayne. The Rock wasn't done. John Cena's a bad guy now. He joined forces with The Rock at WWE's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view to turn on Cody Rhodes. The Rock did a mashup entrance with Travis Scott. The pay-per-view took place in Toronto, Canada. Drake and Lil Yachty were in attendance. There have been a lot of artists like Lil Baby and Meek Mill going to shows of recent. Travis Scott's Fiend song played during The Rock's entrance. Another flip of If You Smell What The Rock Is Cooking. Travis walked to the ring with The Rock, and he was a part of, physically, one of the biggest angles in the company's history as John Cena held Cody Rhodes down as Travis Scott reportedly accidentally hit Cody in the face for real. Cody got a busted eardrum and a black eye after Travis punched him as The Rock looked on. I Show Speed was recently a part of a WWE angle. I give this young man all the credit in the world. During the Royal Rumble, he took a bump from WWE up-and-coming star by the name of Braun Breaker. What a name. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this one looked like it hurt. I Show Speed has over 35 million subscribers on YouTube, obviously a global impact, and he has a lot of kids that support him, which is why WWE wanted him to be a part of the show. Speed has been a part of pay-per-views in the past. His connection with Logan Paul, who's a part of the brand, makes sense, right? Yeah, so I like conversations like this. So I remember being a kid, and I always tell this story. I feel like one day we just kind of woke up and the jig was up on wrestling, right? And pretty much, I know in the African American community, it was like, yo, this is fake. We can't watch it no more. And it became uncool to watch wrestling. And it stood that way for a long time, right? I think people mix scripted and fake together because there's an appreciation that I've always had over the years looking from afar at what wrestlers do. They get hurt for real. This is real physicality. Obviously, it's scripted, so you're supposed to protect each other, but sometimes things don't go that way. So I love seeing Triple H and whom WWE double down on bringing in stars. I don't know if I would have brought in Travis Scott to be a part of one of their legendary moments, but I understand it. I do get it. And Travis Scott's got a lot of overlap. He can be like the connecting force between what's missing and wrestling, between the culture as well. So, hey, man, I think it's dope to see. Very random. I met Cody Rhodes, and I didn't even know who he was. I knew he was a wrestler, but I met him like 3 years ago. And this is before I'd have seen him on Twitter with The Rock and John Cena and all this stuff. Me and him had a whole conversation on a flight. And, man, we were just talking. And he was working out. That's how I saw him. He's literally working out in the airport. And one of my friends that watches wrestling now told me recently, let's just say Cody Rhodes won't be on a flight next to you anytime soon. I'm sure he's flying comfortably in private. I want to thank y'all so much for the time, love, and support. I want to open this one up to the comment section. I love convos like this. We ain't never backing away from any convo. Do you think there's a world where WWE makes culture a part of wrestling again? I'm curious to hear people's answers. I think it's a great conversation that I would love to have. Have you been somebody that's tapped back in of the recent momentum that wrestling has had over the last, say, 5 years? Let me know your thoughts. I want to thank y'all so much for the time, love, and support. I think it's cooler to be an adult and do it than if you were like in high school today, right? I'm looking at all these stars like Meek and Lil Baby and Drake now and Yachty come to these shows, bring friends. Like, it don't got the stigma around it that it used to have, and give credit to WWE for working to remove it. If you love flexing your sports knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports and win some money while you're at it. That's Underdog. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog website or app. You got to pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that specific game. You get your picks right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use your boy's promo code, which is Ferro, your deposit will get matched up to $1,000 is available to you in bonus cash. You can't beat that. Tap in with Underdog. My promo code is Ferro.